Hello everyone, welcome back. So, just sort of wanted to answer a few questions on Carlite, Carlite red bags and Carlite Ultra Fleece, which is the blue bags. So, getting a wee bit of sort of traffic and people asking about the Carlite. Is it the same as Thistle? And it is the same. Setting times is different, and I find it a wee bit creamier to work with. So when you're chatting up, you'll find it nicer with fat and filling back in and stuff. There is a few do's and don'ts with it as well. And the reason I know that is, well, obviously I've used it for years, but also I was speaking to a rep on a job before, and he gave me a lot of good information. Hopefully, I think they're talking about doing a course, a sort of free course. So hopefully I get a shout for that. I'll maybe get down and have a wee look at that and see what else I can learn as well. So you're like somebody said, who's been at this trade longer than me. You're never done learning things. We're all here. We can all learn off each other as well. Take tips and advice. So one of the one of the main questions was, is it the same methods used? So yes and no. With Carlite, it is the same. It's a two coat system, always a two coat system. Actually, when I'm doing ceilings and walls, if they're plasterboard, I will give all my scrim tapes a lick. You'll see that in previous videos. I'll always give them a wee lick. It's not 100% necessary to do, but it helps when you're trialing up and stuff. You'll never get the scrim issues. And then I'll one coat and then two coat. I have done two coats with the same bucket if it's a small job. You don't want to mix up two buckets after another. I have done it. I don't think they recommend that. I do think they're the same as multi-skim, the British gypsum multi-skim. I think that they prefer you do it in two separate mixes, 10 minutes apart or so, when the first coat's taken up a little bit. The don'ts, what the guy said, what they don't recommend it over sand and cement no more, but I've done it and getting no issues with it. But they're saying they're getting issues with mopping when it's being painted, mopping. But to me, that's dampness in the wall. The wall's been painted too early, so that's more of a letting the wall dry issue. When you float over sand and cement walls and then skim them, it's going to take a bit longer to dry. It's not going to take, it's not going to be dry in a week's time. Like, let's just put it that way. The depth you'll need to let it dry for that. So the other thing they don't recommend is um, sponge floating. Sponge floating is a no-no for them. If you sponge float and get issues, they won't cover you. So don't sponge float your work when you're using Carlite. Obviously, haven't spoke to multi-skim rep on that issue, so don't know, because I know a lot of people's using sponge floats. Can you use a sponge float on Carlite? Possibly, but again, you run the risk, because this rep has told me specifically don't do it, and the reason he said is a valid reason, and I have sort of seen this happen, is that it leaves a powdery coating on the wall and gives the painter issues painting. So obviously you can't paint over dust, so sponge float will tend to give you a slight dusty surface. So just use your trowels, guys. Same system. You can still superflex it. You can hard trowel it when it's gone as well. You can shine it up. Again, not 100% necessary, but people do like a nice bit of shine on it, and feels better, looks a bit nicer, better for the customer. What's better for the customer is better for you. Um, there was a few other questions, and if I have missed any questions, get them, get a comment in, and I'll answer you on this video as well. And I can refer you to my other video with where I do versus multi-skim versus Carlite. Um, so the time differences, the ultra skim, the blue bags, it should set for in about 2 hours. And when it first came out, it was set in 45 minutes, so that was some going to get that in shape. And the red bags can take 3 hours, so you know, give or take weather will still affect it. It will still dry, and it'll dry quicker in the heat. You mix it the same way as multi-skim. Water first, powder in, mix it up to the consistency that you're happy. It doesn't have to be precise amount of water. Again, you can find all this information on their website, I'm sure, as well. But you know, it's good coming from a plaster to a plaster. A lot of you guys are wanting advice, and you're just wanting a bit of reassurance. You've bought pallets of plaster, costing yourselves £300 to £500. I don't know how much is they're spending on the pallet. So you just want a wee bit of reassurance. I truly think you'll be very happy with Carlite. May take a wee bit of adapting to. I think most of you will take it like a bird takes the flying. I think you'll fly with it. Anybody using. I try to get this video out as quick as I can as well, because I've been getting lots of questions, and I did put together a Q&A, so any questions I can answer. The other big question was, can you use it over plasterboard? Certainly 100%, straight on the plasterboard. If it's old plasterboard, PVA it just as you would with multi-skim to slow it down a wee bit. I got asked a question as well, will the that sort of half time and that extra time stuff work in it? And I don't know. I've never even ever used that stuff, so I would imagine it does, but I don't know. So I can't tell you. I can't tell you from experience, because I just genuinely don't know. I know people tested it with multi-skim and stuff, and it's sort of, some set quicker, some didn't set quicker, some ones that they wanted to slow down slowed it down. Pot life, I think, is the same. Pot life is when it's mixed, how long will it last? I think you've got about 30 minutes to actually use it before it starts to go really tight and unusable, unbearable as a plaster. What do we got next? PVA, can use it when you PVA walls. I was answering, I think somebody was asking me on Instagram or Twitter or something, was talking to a fella, and 100% yes. PVA the wall just as you would multi-skim, let it go tacky. If you're using a real strong PVA, possibly can let it dry on the wall and then skim over, but I prefer to let mine be tacky and then hit it when it's nice and sticky. Just get onto it then. Same as multi-skim, same methods, same rules apply. It will feel the same as multi-skim, and it will succeed the same as multi-skim. I personally think a lot of you will sort of like to see Carlite more often in your lives going forward. That's how confident I am in saying how good I think the plaster is. I did get somebody came in comments and said that it was rubbish, waste of money, don't buy. I don't know if they're from here. I know Carlite, I think St. Gabon own all the mines, whatever. I don't know all the ins and outs of the real fine paperwork of it all, but this person might have been from a different place, but the stuff that comes from Ireland, it's mined from Ireland. To me, it's top quality stuff. It's every bit as good as your multi-skim. So if you're getting I don't know if you're getting it. I think Turkey has mines and places, but I don't know if you get it from there what that's like. But if it's from here, you've touched a bit of gold. You'll be happy. The other thing was price. I know prices have gone up a wee bit on plaster, but now Carlite is usually, if you're buying it, you wouldn't spend more than 12 quid a bag to buy it here just straight. The blue bags were on sale at some stages. I think every Wednesday they did a promo where it was like 6 quid, but if you get it for 6 quid now, you'll be doing well. I think it's all in around £10-12 per bag. So if you just want to, that's what we pay here. If you just want to keep that in mind, that you're not getting stroked, you're not getting robbed, keep that figure in your mind when you're buying a pallet. I don't know what the shipping costs and stuff are. If you are, might be some building building merchants over there that is doing some kind of deal. I don't know all the ins and outs of that. Trying to think. I think I've covered everything. Bonding and skin. Can you use it over thistle bonding? I don't know if you have your thistle bonding, but I have used Carlite over thistle bonding. It's probably a no-no. So don't don't take my word for it. You can get online and ask them as well. But I have used it and it's been okay. Um, Same as Carlite do a bonding as well. But obviously they're going to recommend their own products over other products. I haven't done loads of thistle bonding over with Carlite over it. Normally I do try to keep the same brands on the same job, but some jobs you can only, I'm sure you are all finding that right now, that you can only get one, one bag of this and 2 bags of that here and there, and you find yourself doing more runabout than any. But again, if there are any plasters here wants to add anything of what they think about Carlite as well, feel free. The comments are there. They're open for everybody to have a chat, to yarn. If you just want to have a moan about the situation or tell me how you are getting on, that's okay too. Personally, I'm pricing a lot of work at the minute, let's put it that way. But can't complain. I'm not going to complain. I'm happy. Hope you are all actually happy. Hopefully with this, the way the virus and all's going, that things keep becoming more positive every day, and we can all get through it. And hopefully in a year's time, we'll look back and think that was awful, and hopefully it never happens again. The other one question that it's popping into my mind, somebody was asking about, I think their skin was tearing on them. That can happen for lots of different reasons. Many different reasons. Now they didn't tell me, I don't think they said what the background surface was, whether it was plasterboard, reskin, sand, cement, I don't know. But turn to me is more of a timing issue. Whether you're a wee bit too early or a wee bit too late. Sometimes you find if it's turned really bad, it can also be to do with hot weather, and what you find is your bottom layer's wetter than the new layer going on. So, or vice, yeah, the bottom, your first layer is starting to set, and the next layer actually comes on, might possibly freshen that one up, but the heat starts to set the surface of the newer layer, and when you're troweling, it tears as well. That's one reason. Other reasons can be, like I said, timing. Very plastering's all about timing, and the more you use a product, the more you'll get to know it. I've seen a lot of guys are actually spreading. They probably don't know that it's filler. It's basically drywall stuff they're mixing up, and they're spreading whole walls with it. It's not going to work, because you have to sand that stuff down. If you get it in, you're doing well. But what you find with that stuff is it's very fluffy, and like I've tried to trowel it in on certain wee jobs that we were doing dry lining on. I tried to flatten it as much as I could so I had less sanding, but it's very fluffy, so it will tend to, any bit of water, it just seems to come back to life. So some of them filler products they're not going to be good for you. And again, some of the bags would be very misleading. It would take somebody from that country to tell you that's what that is. I've seen that. But you are better. There's a lot of people saying just wait for thistle to come back. It's going to take a month. Wait for it to come back because you've trained on it. That's what you've learned to train on. But if you can use thistle, I 100% guarantee you're okay with Carlite. It'll just be getting them timings. The first day or two, you'll be off to a big flying start then. Hope I've answered some of your questions, and this hasn't been a complete big baffle on. Hope I've answered a lot of your questions and put some of your minds at ease as well, because I know a lot of people panicking going into work, thinking what have they got themselves into. But if you've got Carlite from here, you're doing okay. And I do think some places in Scotland and stuff sell it anyway as well. But again, I don't know. I haven't done much jobs in Scotland. Haven't done much jobs in England. I've done one anyway. If like I say, if I've missed anything, let me know in the comments. If you have a question, let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure I've covered it all now. Kind of think I'll see you in the comments, and again, I have used it for years and years, learned to trade on it, used multi-skim for years and years as well. We have both products here, so can give you a good bit of advice on it. But yeah, hit me up in the comments, and I'll see you on the next video, guys.